LW Sports Network presents Around the Diamond with Jersey's finest. Your host, Jerzey Boy MJ.
Yo, what's good, ladies and gent? This is your boy, Jerzey Boy MJ, back with another live edition of Around the Diamond. And I got me a very special guest tonight. He is my blood. He is my cousin. He is my family. I want to introduce you to the man that was named after me. My boy Matty Metz over here.
What's up, Matt? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Matt. What's new? How's family?
Doing all right. I'm sporting a very patriotic tie here, not just for America's team, the New York Mets, but also
he said America's team.
America's team, the New York Mets, but also because my nephew was just born on the 4th of July, this past 4th. So he's, just about a month old now. So, just representing that, just supporting that as well.
Another blessing to our family, man. How's it feel to be a two-time uncle?
Dude, it feels great. I get to I get to enjoy, playing with the kids and everything, and I don't have to do all, any of the work. So that's great. I get all the benefits and none of the real work for it.
There's my man Carlos. My man Carlos is at it. Listen, man, respect this kid. He was in New York City today where that shooting took place. My man was supposed to work at the building across the way. He would have got caught up, stuck in his he would have got stuck in the building.
Shit, man,
if he was in
crazy.
there for working because they were on a lockdown. Shelter was set in place. But
that's wild. That is wild.
And Matt, this kid Carlos, I feel about him is like how I feel about you, Mary Sue, and Jessica, and everybody. This kid's my family too, man. I was with him the night that I fell, and this all happened to me.
Gotcha.
So like I always do about these times, I just got a dress I'm wearing today. Number 21.
Nice.
The warrior himself, Paul O'Neill. Oh, yeah. Paul
O'Neill. It's a great jersey.
What was that?
It's a great jersey. Oh, I play vintage baseball, which not a lot of people know about, or they only know that like Conan skit. I play some real baseball too, but mostly vintage baseball, which is we dress up in vintage uniforms and everything. There's a guy on the team. His nickname is Paul O'Neill. So
that's pretty awesome.
There you go.
Awesome. So how you feeling about your Mets, cuz?
I'm feeling pretty good. We got more or less the same roster we did last year, where we went deep into the postseason, except we got Juan Soto this year. And I know that's a sore point with some Yankees fans. I know it is, but
trust me, with me, it's not.
Okay.
I'm a baseball fan, and I say this. I've been saying this to everybody. There's no professional athlete. I mean, really nobody that can 765 mil. 765, cuz. Yeah, I mean, even if the Yankees signed for 760, that would have kind of pissed me off too. It's that's a lot of money to get tied up into one player. There's only so much. And I even said, like, even my boy Carlos, right? I asked him because he wasn't alive, to see the Mets win in '86. You wasn't around either.
I wasn't around either. No, I was not.
And I asked him a few weeks ago, how many titles does he expect Juan Soto to win? And I'm going to ask you the same question. 15-year contract. How many do you expect him to win?
As many as possible is the real answer. But you need like a number. You need like a firm, like, over 15 years, at least two.
This is how you feel. You answered how you feel. Whether it's 1, none, 2, 8, it's how you feel. What do you think? What do you want to see out of this?
I mean, realistically, two to three, right, over like a 15-year span is like pretty outrageous in today's MLB world, right? I know the Yankees had that amazing run in the 90s, early thousands there, where it was just every year was just
96, 98, 99, 2000.
That's what it was. But it just seems to not happen anymore. That kind of thing, that kind of like franchise thing. If we can get,
do you remember
out of there?
You remember the World Series in 2000?
Yes, Subway Series, right? Yeah. Subway Series World Series. Yeah.
All right, just wanted to make sure you knew.
25-year anniversary right now. I'm thinking this year we get another one. I'm thinking we have another World Series Subway Series. That would be
on last week's
absolutely
show.
Amazing.
Last week's show, I mentioned that towards the end. I told Lamar, I said, one of the teams to sleep. I said, don't sleep on the Mets.
Absolutely.
As much as I'm a Yankee fan, you know what I'm saying? Like, I pay attention and I watch baseball. The Mets, they're just one of those teams that they just have that I can't even say that it in them, but they have that no quit. The problem is they're back in their bullpen. Back end is not just like the Yankees. Back end is not proven at all. So
it's true. It's true. They have some deep bullpen struggles in there, but the offensive power on this team and the believe-itness of this team, you gotta believe. And I think ever since the new owner, the Steve Cohen, took over, bought the team from the coupons. I call them the coupons. They're so cheap. They're so cheap. They ran that team to the ground for years, man. Dude, I think with this new owner in there, they have turned a new leaf. They have changed those expectations, and it's a team you can believe in, and they come through. It's a completely new team. It's not the Mets you once knew. It's a completely new team. And
look what Carlos wrote.
Yeah.
Brain says multiple chips, but since one.
My heart just wants one. It's a true Mets fan. I just want one.
He was born in 1990, so he didn't see them in '86, obviously.
Right.
So
right.
He told me one, and I told him, I said, as much money as you tied into Soto, you can't expect him to bring you a title. He can only do his part. You know what I mean? It's true. Like, let's say Soto does what Judge is doing this year, right? Let's say Soto bats, we'll put out 330, 45 home runs, and 120 RBIs. He did his part. I mean, so if he does that, he can't help the pitching sucks. He can't help those things. As long as he comes to the park and does that, he can't get the blame. Like, I don't want to hear like, oh well, they signed all this money. Yeah, they did, but look what he's doing for your team. If you don't get him anything surrounding him, if you can't build with him, you're never gonna win with him. You have to put the proper pieces there and around him to succeed.
His batting average is low this year so far, but his on base, his walks, I mean, the value that he brings day to day to that roster is insane. It is one of nine. He is one of nine, absolutely. But he's got Lindor, he's got Alonso, he has McNeil, he has Nimmo right there, and rounding out the rookies coming up, your Brett Beatties. Alvarez is not quite a rookie, but he's still new in there. But these guys are fantastic performers. And
what's your opinion on Mark Vientos?
Vientos, he was. I was really hyped about him to begin with, like coming when he got pulled up and everything. But he just hasn't quite been there. It feels like really clutch moments. He just hasn't quite had that performance there. But I had such a good feeling when he was called up. I felt really good about him. I don't really know. I could pull up his stats here to see if that's just kind of how it feels whenever he's on screen there
See what
taking his
Carlos said right there.
Yeah. Say again?
Yeah, see what Carlos said. Mauricio would be the best of the bunch.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely. With
well
the splash hit last night, dunking it into the bay in San Francisco. That was.
Did you see the guy in the bay with the fucking hot tub?
No, I did not.
It was like if I was able to put up the footage, it was like
crazy.
a hot tub type boat, some shit like that, and they were literally chilling.
Yeah, just sitting in the bay.
Dude, it's wild.
It's wild.
I've never seen that like that.
Dude, that stadium in San Francisco is on the bucket list for sure. Absolutely. Beautiful stadium. What just a beautiful location. Absolutely. And the vibes in the bay seem outstanding.
Yeah, I ain't been out to California at all yet.
No, neither have I. It's just I want to try to get to all the stadiums if I can at some point, but that one is definitely high up on the list. It's a beautiful.
Have you been to the cathedral?
The new Yankee Stadium? I have not actually. I almost went a couple of years ago, but I ended up not going. So I haven't been to the new one. I was told I went to the old one years ago, but I don't quite remember.
I'm sure you did. A lot of us.
Oh. A hot tub in the Covey Cove.
Check that out.
That's wild.
I'm telling you, that's a lot of work for 3 feet in the water.
Hey, I don't know though. I think it's pretty cool.
Listen, the cathedral doesn't have hot tubs.
They got legends.
They do. They do have legends. They do.
I'll tell you, opening season for both our stadiums, I went to both that year. I went to opening day at New Yankee Stadium. Yep. I sat in the very upper deck, the very last row. Only thing behind me was the
real seats.
Concrete wall. That was it.
Yeah.
But later in the season, the guy that I worked with, I think he couldn't make the game. Like him and his son couldn't make the game, so he gave me and another buddy of mine who's a Met fan gave us tickets, and I went to Citi Field that year, in 2009. And I'll tell people like Citi Field's nice. I feel like the new Yankee Stadium, it's awesome, but it just doesn't give you that baseball aura as the old stadium did.
I've heard not a lot of Mets fans and Yankees fans get along, but man, I have heard amazing things about that old Yankee Stadium for sure, from Mets fans and Yankees fans alike. I mean, that place, the history that was built there, just amazing stuff.
I saw some good games there, and one of the last ones I went to was the last Old Timers Day at the old stadium.
Sure. Who'd you get to see play there?
Oh, dude. In 2009. No, sorry, it was 2008. I was there.
I mean, what are you, 90 years old? So you got to see the Babe play out there. How old are you? Like 100, 120? What are you, 250 now?
Dude.
Kidding around. I'm kidding around.
No, dude. Like you were literally bunkmates with Lou Gehrig. I was chilling with Babe Ruth, and you were bunkmates with Lou Gehrig.
Sure.
Because I can't name nobody from the Mets that played back in the early 1900s. They weren't around yet.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, but I've been around. I've been about
20 years old is wild.
You know, hey, Lamar, I'm getting there. I'm aging slowly, but quickly. Yeah,
But no, who did you see at Old Timers Day out there at the old one?
Let's see, the old one. I saw Roger Clemens, David Cone, David Wells, Barney Williams. What else did I see there? Shit. I would have to look that up. You know, the way my brain works.
All right.
For can't remember.
Yeah, man. That old stadium had some really awesome history, and I've just heard awesome things about it.
You missed out, man. It was that was the mecca of baseball. That was it.
Wildcard Mar is just roasting you today. He's just got your number, man.
This is what we do. He acting like he ain't old. That motherfucker hung out with Barney Rubble.
Pulling out the Barney Rubble reference.
Yeah. His first cousin's Fred Flintstone, for Christ's sake. Who's he kidding? Man, driving with his feet.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
They ain't had no pedals back then. It was his feet.
It was all feet. All feet.
All right.
Oh,
So let's,
man. Yeah, man, dude.
jump
City
into
Field.
this.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. City Field what?
City Field. I love City Field. I love going there. It feels like it took a couple of years for it to kind of break in, you know. Me, I consider myself like I've been a Mets fan my entire life, but up until relatively recently, at least in the grand world of baseball, ever since was it 2014, 2015, where the Mets were in the World Series against the Royals? 2015. The Jacob deGrom, Noah Syndergaard.
Watch your mouth, because Lamar is from Kansas.
I've seen the dreaded Royals. The dreaded Royals, man. We had no beef with them until that year. Man.
Hold on.
We wanted it so bad. But
hold on.
no.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna link Lamar in real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Lamar, you ready to jump on real quick? Yeah, it is.
MLB going to Bristol. Sure. Yeah.
Do you see the layout? The layout's dope.
Yeah. Going to Bristol. I was there. I was there in London. What was it? A year ago now? Man, we were out there.
London.
Me and my mom took a trip out there
Yeah.
to that one in London.
All right,
What's
there he is. There's KC. There you go, Met fan. You and KC could jab this out right quick.
No. Look,
Give me back 2015.
no, we have no beef. All right, we have no beef. All right.
Okay.
The reason why we have no beef is because we won. Right.
Yeah.
And we did it in resounding, fashion. It was 4-1. All right, there's no beef. Right? You guys just happened to get into the way. Look, we both suffered a long period of time where we just haven't won the championship. It was just our time. All right, just our time.
It's true. Hey, yeah, I can't argue a 4-1 victory. I mean, it's so tough to argue that. We wanted it so bad. For sure. I just feel like now whenever we play the Royals, they just put a little extra oomph into it. They just need to win just that little bit harder.
It was 10 years ago. Let it go. Let it go.
It's tough. It's tough, man. 86 was a long time ago. I wasn't even born yet, man.
Well, to be fair, Carlos, we had Wade Davis, who was probably the best closer in the game at that point in time in 2015. All right. And once you got the game, first of all, if y'all remember, Kelvin Herrera was our setup guy, and he was a flamethrower. So you weren't touching him. And then if you saw him, then you knew what was coming next with Wade Davis. So pretty much once you got to that back end of that bullpen, it was a closed deal. It was done deal. All right.
It was shut down.
It is what it is. I mean, a lot of things worked out for us together. Like all the stars aligned. So obviously Eric Hosmer, Renzo Kane, we trade for Ben Zobrist, you get Johnny Cueto. I mean, literally, that was probably the most aggressive DeRosa I've ever seen in my lifetime. And the fact that they literally, I think what really killed them was the fact that they did not win that series the year before in San Francisco at home.
Yeah, I was gonna say San Fran. Yep.
In Game 7, and literally they had the chance to win it, and it was like, all right, now that we know that we can get here, we got pretty much our stars on our last leg because we can't afford them no more. So let's get this chip and let's go all in. Because as you saw, probably like a year later, they start breaking that team up. We couldn't afford it. So Eric Hosmer goes out, he leaves. They keep Alex Gordon. He retires Arroyo. Salvador Perez is still balling. He's still there.
Who?
Salvador Perez. Don't you disrespect the captain. Don't do that. All right.
That's your classmate, huh?
Classmate. Well, guess what? I thank him for bringing something that I thought I would never see in my life. All right. And
You were classmates in pre-K.
hey, look, regardless, hey,
That was only like 12 years ago. Y'all were in pre-K.
you know, I love how you Yankees fans talk about all these championships, but none of y'all were alive to see half of them. You probably seen many. How many have you seen?
Hey, bite your tongue. I have not even brought it up.
MJ, how many have you seen? No, tell the truth. You saw what, 08 or 09? All right.
I've seen them win 5.
Okay. All right.
7.
Well, guess what? You're about 22, 21 short of what you've really seen. All right.
Hey, did you hear me say anything that the Yankees won 27 tonight? How many have
Not
you
yet.
seen?
Now we have.
How many have you seen the Royals win? You seen the Royals win how many?
I seen them win 1. That's all I
One?
need. That's all I need.
So you need 1, right?
Dude, that's
Hey.
all I need too, man.
Hey, like my man Drake said,
Whew.
it's fine with me. I'm cool with 1 time. All right. Cool with 1 time. That's all I need. Right?
You need to get on the Yankee train, as Drake said.
Oh, no.
Listen, start from the bottom.
I can't do that. I can't do that. See,
Of course you can.
you got to understand. I did start from the bottom. My Royals have been at the bottom for at least 35 of my 38 years of existence, right? So they've been at the bottom. So I'm sticking with them. And pinstripes don't look good on me. They make me look fat, all right? I can't do it.
Do I have to pull out the George Brett jersey just to silence you?
No, but the
George Brett,
royal
man.
blue, with the royal blue or the baby blue, the powder blue,
I got the powder blue.
looks good on me. All right, I can't do the pinstripes. It gives me the icks.
Because you can't put on a jersey of a proven winning organization.
This was fun. I'm going back to producing. All right, I see.
Kind of like how you feel about the Chiefs now.
I mean, well,
Kind of,
Chiefs.
yeah, right? Kind of, sort of.
okay. I went to training camp today. I got my eyes
Oh,
on them.
word? That's
Right.
what's up.
I got my eyes on them. They look good. They look good. But
Good.
we got to understand,
Good.
your training camp, you know, hey, yes, they were in pass, but still, training camp is meant for you to work kinks out. It's not meant
Absolutely.
to look like in your final form. If you look like in your final form in training camp, you're gonna, it's gonna be a short season. You won't be able to play off. Just say,
Oh, yes, sir.
all right, I'm going back to the back
All right.
and go Royals.
My man.
All right.
That's one of my closest friends right there. But give me 1 second. You could
Yeah.
talk Mets with her. I just gotta go grab
Yeah,
a card.
yeah.
I gotta grab a card out of my room because I got a story
Sure.
that goes with this card.
You got it. You got it. So, no, what brought up the Royals in the first place was 2015 when the Mets were playing them. That's when that's when my baseball fandom really came alive. Really, it was always something I was more casually, watching games here and there, going to games, going to Citi Field. But once I saw, my team making that deep run in the postseason, is that was their that was their deepest run in a long time. That's what really when I really came online and started really paying attention to it, getting into the players, getting into their stories, paying attention week to week, all of that. So I've really been I've been a fan since I was a kid, but I'm like really into it since then. So that's kind of my experience there with it. But no, I consider myself like a new generation of Mets fan. where we've seen the team at those real bad lows. They're the laughing stock. They're terrible. And they're not competitive. And I think they've turned in a new leaf, man. It's a new leaf. It's a new Mets. The past is the past. Who cares? Who cares about those? The how many championships? 27,
Yep.
28, 29, whatever, man. It doesn't matter. What team do you have now? What kind of guys you got there now? What have you done in the past 10 years? That's what I care about.
At least they made the World Series last year.
It's true. It's true. We only didn't make it because we got creamed by the Dodgers, who won the World Series. Went on to cream you guys.
Hey, when you got $7.9 billion deferred until next century, you could do that where it doesn't affect your salary cap, which is unbelievable.
It's really crazy. that deal is really, really insane, for sure. Say what you will about Shohei Ohtani, at least the guy wants to win. I mean, at least the guy has proven it.
You had to go there.
He's got a lot going on. I get it, but at least he puts it up. At least he puts down the numbers, At least he signs the contract that says, I want to win. I want to win right now.
My viewers, my IOW family, they know I absolutely cannot stand Ohtani and the treatment he gets. Cannot stand it. We gonna get to that, Lamar. Yeah. But
yeah. Oh my God.
Here's my beef. Ohtani, right? Ohtani.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he play the field?
Because he's a pitcher in the field. What do you mean?
He has been sitting on his ass last year, this year, sitting on his ass, just falling asleep in the dugout.
I mean, I don't.
Why can't you play right field?
I don't claim to know. I don't claim to know exactly how injury rehab goes. It does seem very strange that he's recovering from some kind of pitching injury, yet he's still able to bat as much as he has.
That's what I'm getting at.
Perform exactly as he has.
Just like last year.
I don't claim to know exactly how all that works. I suppose there's something along the lines of, well, we can risk you batting, but we can't risk you playing in the field, right? Baseball is a marathon, not a sprint, right? And these guys are looking at that season and they're saying, we can't have you out in right field. Maybe. I'm just saying maybe.
All right, so I'm going to throw out a little caveat to you. Last year in the World Series, okay, when he slid into second and he separated his shoulder, okay, separated it, he had to come out of the game. The next day, he was in an arm sling. They did all the announcements. He came out onto the field with his arm in a sling. He goes back to the dugout, arm's no longer in a swing, and he could swing a bat. Interesting, huh? Maybe he didn't have a separated shoulder, and it's more, trying to make him the poster boy when he's not. And by God, Lamar, how dare you post that? It's not even close to the best player is in Major League Baseball. Across the world, Aaron Judge is the best player, hands down. You can't tell me nobody that is next to him. And that's not being a Yankee fan. That's being a baseball fan. Judge is unbelievable. And he does it in the field, too.
It's tough, right? It's tough because there are, in the world of sabermetrics that we're in now, everybody's trying to quantify who's the best. Is it the guy that pitches and bats? Is it the guy that plays right field and bats? It's a little tough, I will say. I would rather.
All right, so we'll break it down then. Okay.
Yeah.
Ohtani is not even close to being the best hitter. Not even close.
He's good enough. He's elite enough to be considered one of the best batters in the MLB.
He's not the best, and it's not close.
I think best is debatable. We could put a pin on that, but he's among the elite.
And then you flip to the other side.
Okay.
He is not even a top 50 or 100 pitcher in this league. I don't care what people say. You can't go out there throwing one inning maybe. And his first start back, right? First inning he gave up a run. But then they said, his stuff looked good. Dude, you still giving up runs. Like you can't promote this guy to be something he is not. Is he a decent ball player? Yeah, but you can't put him in the conversation as like the best in baseball or one of the best. Because he's not.
I think he's still up there. You say his pitching isn't that good. I mean, he is still coming back from an injury. When he was healthy, he was putting up good numbers. I mean, I'm bringing them up right now. I mean, let's see here. Let's go pitching. Okay, 2022, 2.3 ERA, 15 wins, 9 losses. And that's while batting. Let's see, 2022. We got that is while batting. What is that? 273 with 34 home runs in a year in one player. It does always have that asterisk in one player. Maybe those stat lines on their own as individual players, maybe it's so and so, but in one guy, you're in today's modern baseball, saving that roster spot is huge. It's huge. It just gives your team so much more flexibility in bringing up more guys for injury or just rounding out the roster, just having a deeper roster. That extra roster spot is all that Shohei Ohtani is about. That's what he's about for sure. And I think when he comes back healthy enough to pitch again, it's just all about value. It's just all about value for sure. This year he is pitching. Let's go back down to 2025. Standard. Okay. 2025, he has 1.5 ERA. I mean, Matt, even with his few 6 games, innings pitched, let's see here.
All right, so yeah, his innings
it's not that much, but
his innings pitched this year. 3, 2, 2, and 1. So now when it's set up, because damn well, shit is rigged across the board.
Rigged.
I think every professional sport is rigged. One way or another, shit is rigged.
I don't think it's rigged. Rigged? That's crazy.
Look at this. The money.
I'm not going to buy into some grand conspiracy today, man. No, I don't think so. Man. Yeah, okay. The money corrupts for sure, but man, really? I don't know, man.
Betting on sports is huge. Betting
raising rehab starts. I mean, that's fair. It's only 9 innings. Sure. But it's good signs. It's good signs. That's where I'll leave it. It's just good signs for the rehab for the future. That's what it is.
All right, so he's had 5 starts, right? 5 starts. He didn't even throw a no-hitter in any of them. He pitched 1 inning where he gave up no hits.
Still,
every fucking game.
He's not coming back and getting blown up. I mean, they didn't put him in for an inning and he gave up 3 home runs. I mean,
let him actually pitch against somebody.
I
Let him
agree. He's not at the whatever they consider to be full strength for pitching, but
And one of those games was against Lamar's Kansas City Royals.
it's true.
He went two innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not great, but I mean, if
It ain't good when
you consider him, if you were to consider him as a standalone pitcher coming back from injury, it's good. It's a good sign. That's a good sign, right? Not saying he's the greatest ever, but I mean, that's a good sign he's coming back from
He
his.
will never even be
Anyways,
in that topic of the conversation.
we're getting in a tangent here about Ohtani. We talk
All right.
about Ohtani all day. We got lots to cover.
So here's going to be the first one.
Yeah.
We'll get to Bryce Harper in a short few. I just want to let my audience know. I won't go that far. No hitters don't grow on trees, but I do prefer to guys pitch more often. Yeah, dude. When you coming in, you're starting a game and you pitch 1 inning. You might as well come in through the back end of the bullpen, coming as a setup man if you're gonna pitch 1 inning. Jesus Christ, he sucks. All right, so here's the story.
He deserves that much hate. That's all I'm saying. We'll move on.
Hey, babe, I need the charger for the computer. It's dying. It just came up. All right, so here's the story I want to tell. All right, last Wednesday, right before I was on my way to go to one of my childhood best friend brother's grave because Wednesday was his 23rd anniversary. Shout out to my boy Joseph Michael Ashatino. I miss you, my brother. But he knows how big of a baseball fan I am, or I was. I was back then too. So Wednesday, before I went up to his cemetery to the tombstone, I was at Wawa around the corner from me getting a coffee. Some there, just got the coffee out of the pitcher or canister, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't even know. But there's a gentleman to the left of me, an older gentleman, and then there was a gentleman to the right of me. And I just said, I said hello to him, to both of them as I always do. And I had my Lou Gehrig jersey on. Had my Lou Gehrig jersey on because where I was going to see my buddy Joey, his father died of Lou Gehrig's disease. So I was purposely wearing the number 4 to go see him. Well, after I pour my coffee, I go to the counter and I'm making put my milk and sweet low in it. And then he says, he's behind me, he says, "Number 4, huh?" So without even looking at him, I said, "Do you know who number 4 is?" And then he says out loud, "Do I know who number 4 is?" And I turned around and looked at him. I didn't know who he was. An older gentleman. He reaches in his pocket and he pulls out a baseball card. Hands it to me. I look at him, look at the card, look at him, look at the card. It's like, "Is this you?" He said, "Absolutely." It fucking blew my mind. And here's a little tidbit about him. His rookie season, he played with Hank Aaron.
No shit. Wow.
Hank Aaron. He got drafted by the Atlanta Braves, number 9 overall. And he played with the Braves. He played with the Cardinals. Played with the Padres.
And here I thought you were that old.
Don't let our family secret out there.
I don't get it.
Don't let them know you're like 3 years younger than me.
It's true. It's true.
No, but he, hand me the card. So we go to leave, and he goes to pay for my coffee. I was like, no, sir. I was going to pay for yours. He's like, "No, I got it." So I'm holding his card, and I looked at him and said, "Can I get your autograph?" He's like, "Absolutely. I got a felt-tip pen in the car." I was like, "Oh, shit," So we go outside, and I was thinking about going to get a piece of paper for my car. And I'm holding the card in my hand. I'm like, "You know what?" I said, "You mind signing this card?" He's like, "Absolutely." So His name is Al Santorini. Probably can't even see it too good.
Al Santorini. What a guy. That is wild. That is wild.
But he
Al
runs a drive.
Santorini.
Al Santorini.
Yeah.
AL and then S.
Played from 68 to 73.
Correct. That is him.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like how fucking amazing it was
Wow.
to just randomly see this guy
On that day of all days, right?
that day of all day, just randomly in a Wawa.
Right.
And randomly in a Wawa getting coffee at the same time.
That's wild.
It was just mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing. And then I took a picture with him too, right after he signed it, and I'm holding the card up. You know, as he I'm holding the card up after he signed it for me.
Wow.
So it was
Wow.
yeah, unbelievable.
Wow. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that was a fucking day. All right, so let's get into this Bryce Harper talk.
Okay. Yeah. The Bryce Harper kerfuffle and the little screaming match, supposedly.
I tell you what, I applaud him.
Yeah.
I mean, even though Rob Manfred, even though he is the commish, he's lucky this is the first time that somebody's went at him. Because he's a terrible commissioner. All the shit he has done and ruined the game. So he was trying to come into he was trying to come into the Phillies dugout, well, not dugout, into their locker room to talk about salary caps, and Bryce Harper wasn't having it. Was not having it. Like, it's, I stand by my man. He stood up for his right. He put his foot down, told him, get the fuck out of here. Well, you see how powerless Manfred was, because he turned around and he had to get the fuck out of Dodge. Phillies, is not a team to go into talk salary cap. Go into LA, wow. Right? Go into the Dodgers locker room and let's tell everybody that their contracts have to be put toward the payroll year after year. Not talking like Ohtani making $800 million and then only counting like 2.5 towards salary cap this year. Fuck Manfred. I'm glad somebody went at him, and I hope there's more. What's your take?
My take on this is I tend to agree. I as a Mets fan, it's hard to root for Bryce Harper here, but I kind of have to give it to him because fuck Rob Manfred. And yeah, I mean, it does. Maybe it's not the best way to handle it, but that's the way he handled it, man. And of all the people, of course, it's Bryce Harper. I mean, of course, it's the guy making the big bucks that's going to be, pushing back on this to Manfred. But yeah, no, I agree. I mean, what he's coming after what the Phillies on that? The Phillies? Well, I mean, even the Mets would have been a bigger target than the Phillies. The Mets and the Dodgers. And
I don't know if he's going to every team to discuss this, but him going to the players, it shouldn't be a discussion with the players. That's, they're making their money. Have that discussion with the owners, and GMs, and come to a common ground.
Yes, absolutely. I don't think this was a conversation that should have been happening in the locker room with the team.
Imagine, just even if you think about this, like what could he have possibly said to the players to reinforce them positively? Especially if you're talking about salary cap, like what the hell are you gonna say? Oh, listen, man, you your salary, your cap hit is 200 biscuits here. Like, it's
Mhm.
There's nothing you can say to players when it comes to salary cap.
Yeah. How do you walk in there and say, hey guys, across the board, I want all of you to be making less money.
Yeah.
How's that sound for everybody? That cool? All right, cool, sweet.
Yep.
Like that's
Just go.
crazy. That's crazy. But no, you said you touched on there. You didn't think he was going to have this conversation with all 30 teams.
Yeah,
Supposedly, and I only found out this today when I read the ESPN article. He goes around to all 30 teams once a year, so he does make the rounds, as it were. I suppose that's part of the job, is keeping up those appearances, right?
But who made that known? You know, that this was going to be salary cap, and the question is he going to address every team with the salary cap, or are we already in? Because we're now almost into August. He is, if he sees every team like they say he does, he's already seen, you know, got to be at least 10 to 15 teams already. How come we haven't heard about that? But now we hear just because somebody gave pushback. No, you can't. I have to give credit to Bryce Harper on it for sure. I mean, if like you said, I mean, if he's been around to half the teams and no one's made a peep yet, then you know it's good on him. Don't mind a salary cap just as long as revenue goes up for the players. Seems like a fair trade. Okay, that's a good trade-off. I just I don't know. There is a salary cap, but it's soft. You know what I mean? Like the Mets got to pay, you know, an extreme amount of money.
Right.
You know, just like the Yankees, you know, they pay their fair share. Like there is, you know, money being paid towards this luxury tax, but something's got to give. You know, something has to change. It just, I don't know what's needed to change, but I do, but I don't.
I'm a bit. I'm not quite as knowledgeable on these larger level things for the league like that. It doesn't seem like a great idea. There is already this soft cap in place, like you said. You know, the further you go above, you pay more. But what's to stop somebody, you know, exactly what Steve Cohen is doing from just throwing money at it and saying, fuck you, I want to build a better team.
and that's the thing about Stevie Cohen, as you're starting to witness, he got money. He's not afraid to spend it. Which is true. It's true. What you want, especially in this type of sport, because you have that opportunity to put your payroll up here. You know, kind of like football and basketball, you cannot exceed, you know, the way things are in Major League Baseball. You know, but, you know, where's that money going?
It seems to me that players are being paid more and more on average, certainly more than they used to be. The big thing back in the day was like the endorsements, right? Yeah, you get paid your salary and whatever, but you try to sign to a team that you're going to win with, and you get your endorsements when you're good, right? Yep. It's that kind of thing. Nowadays, it seems to be, there's the endorsements as well, but it's the big paycheck. I mean, why did we get Soto? It was the money. It was always the money. Any major signing in the past, you know, what 20, 25 years, 30 years now is just it's money. But if the players are being adequately and superbly paid, right, then they don't have to go to other ways of getting income, right? That can potentially lead to maybe some Shohei Ohtani betting, where you start betting some games, a little Pete Rose action, something like that. But
there's no doubt in my mind he was betting.
I don't know. That seems to be a good thing that players are getting the majority of their income from their team and not other things. But it seems to be good.
There is nothing adds up here. Okay, there was like $7 million, $8 million wire transferred from his account.
I shouldn't have brought up Ohtani again, but I know.
There's the only way to wire money is going to the bank, correct? If it's your account, you got to go and wire it.
Well, all right.
Or with an interpreter.
I should have brought up Otani. Oh man.
Why that's so much more? I'm just saying, like it doesn't add up for him to say he did not know about this. How do you not know that much money is missing from you? You definitely are blind. Like it just doesn't.
Well, we'll drop Otani. I'm sorry I brought him up. Let's steer it back to Harper versus Manfred, man. I'm happy Harper stuck it to the man.
Yeah.
I'm happy he did it. I'm happy he had a backbone there and said something. I mean, maybe it's not the best way to do it, but you know what, man? I'm a punk rock guy at heart, and him just sticking it to the man is speaking to my soul a little bit.
Yep. All right, so let's break down these standings right now.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see.
We'll start in the AL. We got Tampa Bay. Okay, Tampa Bay's up 5.5 on the Yankees. Tampa Bay. I mean, I said Tampa Bay. I'm talking about Toronto. Toronto is 63 and 43. 63 and 43, best record in the American League. You got Yankees sitting behind them. Yeah, Yankees sitting behind them, 57-48. Then you got the Red Sox, Tampa Bay, and Orioles. Fuck them. In the Central, you got the Tigers. Tigers, they were playing good. They just lost 10 in a row. 8, 9, 10, something like that.
They had a fantastic start, if I remember correctly. No, I don't watch that much AL. I'm not too up to snuff on the AL, so you can probably speak more to this than me. But the Tigers have been surprising this year, really surprising.
Yeah, the Tigers did have the best record in AL for a while, but they've taken a back seat, the last 2 weeks or so. But they're still sitting on top of the division by what's that? 5 in a loss column, so that's not too bad. And then out west, you got trash. You got the Astros.
The Trastros.
Yeah, and fucking cheaters. And then you got Seattle and Texas, which is making it interesting. They're both 56 and 50. Angels.
What was that? I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you over the banging that was going on.
I was saying Seattle and Texas are 56 and 50. Stankin' cheaters is right.
Stankin' cheaters. All right. Yeah.
Fucking Altuve. Oh, no. You can't rip my jersey off. And then runs down the tunnel and comes back out with a different shirt on. Oh, my wife. Oh, there he is. Vinny G. Another Met fan. Let's talk about Connecticut.
We can't go back on Otani. We just moved on. There was definitely something fishy going on. All right.
Another one of my closest friends lives up in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Always shout out love to Vinny G. That's my man. His wife and 2 beautiful daughters. I'm proud of him. Proud of my man. Let's see. So, all right, we're gonna flip it over. Well, I'm not even give a prediction because it's.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's flip out to you guys. Let's go to the National League East.
Yeah. Hey, listen, the Mets are on top, baby. The Mets are back on top. It's a close race here in the NL East. The Phillies are a 1.5 games behind. Way back behind them sit the Miami Marlins, the Fish, Sashimi, I like to call them.
Dude, and just
surprisingly in 3rd place in the NL East probably for the first time, and that's the highest they've been in a long time, I think.
For the Marlins to be 6 games up on Atlanta is mind-boggling.
It is. It's a strange place to see the Braves after being absolutely terrorized by these guys for years in the NL East.
Yeah, man, the Braves got a good team in place. They got a really good team, but they are just playing like dog shit this year. Dog shit. They You know, they got a lot of good pieces, so they're going to be a problem going forward. But
they will. And listen, I never count the Braves out. I never count the Braves out. We won 101 games that season, and the Braves tied us and beat us, man. 101 wins, and we can't get the division. I never count the Braves out. They'll be way down there, man. They might be able to sneak a wild card spot if they really, really hunker down, but time's really running out for them. But they're 17 games behind, and the Nationals sitting way on the bottom. More so, even more surprising than Marlins being 6 games up on the Braves. The Braves are a game and a half ahead of the Nationals, the Washington Nationals. I mean, that's your Orioles.
That was going to be my first.
Say again. Right, say again.
We're gonna flip just the other division leaders. We got the Cubs, who was my pick. I was on my buddy Omar's podcast, Balls and Buds. Need to check them out. They had me on there, and we did predictions. And I had the Yankees, if not the Yankees, Tigers against the Cubs. And then the Cubs don't sleep. You can't sleep on the Dodgers. And I told him, I said, you can't sleep on the Mets. Brewers are a problem too.
Mets.
Because the Brewers and Cubs, they got the same record, 62 and 43. That is tied. No, actually, Blue Jays have the best record in baseball.
Yeah, it's still Toronto
by a win.
Yeah, by one win. One win.
What do you mean don't recognize?
I saw that bait. It took all of my willpower, not the rise to it. What did you say earlier? I said earlier,
I said what's up to you.
No, Michael said something about the Mets earlier. I can't scroll up in this chat to see it.
You're wearing.
It took all my willpower not to say something.
I bet you not wearing. You got the wrong jersey.
Wearing the wrong pinstripes. Yeah. These are the right pinstripes, man. All right.
He said the right pinstripes. I don't know about that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you asked me how I felt about the Mets earlier. How do you feel about the Yankees, man? How do you feel about the Yankees sitting there 5.5 games behind?
Not good.
Not good.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Not good. Their pitching staff is depleted. You got some good pieces on offense, but they're not all putting.
1986. There it is, Michael. That was it. It was 1986. It was a good year. I wasn't even born yet. All right.
Judge, you could take that comment down, Lamar. Shit. Judge can swing the bat. He's going to be out 10 days. And let me just get back to my brother's point. He says shit like this all the time. Yankees don't suck. By far, they don't suck. They're just not. They're not playing well, but they don't suck by any means. You want to tell me who sucks? I'll tell you. How about Colorado Rockies? 27, Matt. They got 78 losses. 78.
Are they still on track? I haven't been keeping up with them. Are they still on track to have the worst season ever?
They're 27 and 78, so that's what, 98, but they played 105 games. So they got 57 more.
Rockies still exist. They do indeed still exist. They have not been demoted to AAA yet.
Matt, they're 51 games under 500. What the fuck?
That's insane.
51 games.
That's insane.
You played 105 games and you lost 78 of them. That is suck. That's what sucks.
I mean, I feel like you can stumble, you can fail your way to victory more than that. This is outrageous. I mean, you will just play regular baseball and win more games than this. I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, Lamar, they
Fail
were
up with
they,
them.
they were out of the postseason contention back in March. Before they even broke camp, they were out of it. And the thing is, like, over there in Colorado, you have nobody to build around. You know, you have nobody to build around over there. And the Yankees just picked up a third baseman, which I like that move. You know, Ryan McMahon from Colorado, third baseman. You know, he hasn't been too good with the bat this year because he was only batting, I think, like 217 in the National League. Oh, here we go. Fucking going with the Yankees. Oh, second, third, no outs. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, but
you gotta believe. You gotta believe, man.
I believe they're gonna fucking lose again. The rate this shit is going, and nobody can say they're losing because they don't have Judge. They were losing with him. As good as numbers he's putting up, the rest of the team ain't doing much. Fucking terrible.
I mean, the record is still good comparatively. 5.5 games is not insurmountable with the amount of time we got. I mean, they're right there. They're still right there.
Oh yeah, they'll be there in October. There's no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt. I mean, if
they're in October, then what does it matter?
Yeah, if Toronto keeps playing like this, Yankees won't catch them. The Yankees got to take care of business in order to catch them. You know, I think I saw
right in the back of Judge. He's saying Judge is carrying the team. What do you think about that?
Yeah, but like we've talked about Soto earlier, like there's only so much one player could do for your team.
It's true.
Cody Bell is having a hell of a season. Goldschmidt's having a hell of a season. Grisham's doing very well. Let's see. That's really it. I mean, Stanton's come back. He's a singles guy, which is something. Love to see his power come back. You know, Wells is taking a back seat. You know, he started off on fire, and then, of course, he slowed down. Ben Rice too. He was hot, slowed down. So you need really all hands on deck. With
Michael here's ripping into the Yanks, ripping into them.
This is what he does on a daily basis.
But no, so I mean, you're saying Yanks are going to be there in October, right? Then what does it matter if they're losing here and there? If you think they're going to make it through on a wild card spot, you're thinking? You think they're going to come back and win the division?
I mean, they very well could do either one, but they keep playing like this, they won't see October because you need to start winning games somewhere. You can't take all these losses and then turn it around like, you know, beginning of September. You got to make that comeback and start turning the shit around now. There's no questions. Like, trade deadline is coming up Thursday. Mm-hmm. They need help. They need bullpen help.
Yeah, they do. They do. I mean,
and I'm gonna back this comment up. Okay?
Yeah.
This is coming from a guy. He says Brian Cashman makes all the calls, makes the lineup, pitching changes, pitching starts. Like, he has Cashman making all the moves. So how are you going to say fire Cashman and Aaron Boone? What is Aaron Boone doing if Cashman is the one running the team? Right? Aaron Boone is just obviously what he's saying is like a puppet. He just sits there and gets ejected for the team. If he's not making a lineup, he's not making the pitching calls. What's he doing? Why fire him? If you're blaming Cashman for everything, you know. Again, he says like Boone is a puppet. So why fire him? If Cashman's making all these calls, how are you going to blame Boone? Anybody you bring in there to be a coach is going to be a puppet, you know.
That is an interesting topic, though. Not specifically Boone being a puppet, but managers nowadays are not really making those manager calls. You know, they just don't have those gut calls anymore. They're more or less supposedly they say they more or less handed down this like stat sheet that says over this many pitches, take them out. Over this many runs, do this. They have a set of if and then statements. Manager, where are the Buck Showalters, man? I love Buck when he was in there. The good old fashioned manager gut call. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the analytics department ruined this game. Yeah, try telling that to fucking to the Steinbrenners. Steinbrenners, they're sticking by Cashman.
Yeah.
But how do you know that the Steinbrenners are the ones calling the shots? Like, listen, don't go over this amount of money. We don't want to be in this, this much under, into the luxury tax. Cut it where you can. Now, if Cashman had the checkbook, damn well he could be writing those checks. But I don't think Cashman's making all these calls because he heard this from talk radio, which is the worst place to get your sports information. It's Cashman is not making all these calls. There's no way he could be making all these calls. No, I don't believe in that at all. Former Red Sox GM Boston curse. Yeah. Delivery. Thank you.
That is a wild storyline. That would be a wild storyline, Lamar.
No, I don't want him.
You don't want him?
No.
All right. Okay.
The only way you could get him is if he has access to make the moves and spend the money where need be. You can't bring in a GM and just let him glide. He was on two teams that allowed him, to get the pieces he needed and allowed him to spend the money he needed to spend. So you bring him to the Yankees. No. I don't want to see him. No. I
know is that the Mets suffered for years under the Wilpons and just the puppets that they put in front of them. Crazy, just absolutely crazy. Yeah.
So I want to get your predictions right now.
Sure.
Okay, so who wins the NL East?
I mean, it's got to be the Mets, baby. It's got to be the Mets.
And I respect that. It's a good call.
And here's why. We've been beating the Phillies all year, and it's all going to come. I think we're going to be neck and neck with the Phillies. It's all going to come down to, I believe in the schedule, there's 2 or so series way out in like September out there against the Phils. I think it's going to be neck and neck, and those last series will decide the entire season for us. And I do think the Mets will come out on top.
I'm going to pull up y'all schedule.
I think this is our year to win the division. The Braves are way behind. The Marlins are a joke. It's only us and the Phillies.
So I'm looking at your schedule. Just September alone.
Yeah.
September alone. You're in Detroit.
Okay.
And then you go to Cincinnati, and then you go to Philly.
Hold up here.
You go to Philly for 4.
It's all going to come down to that one. Yeah. That 4-game series in September, that's really what it looks like to me. We've been neck and neck all year. I don't think there have been any super major changes to either roster that would shake up that win percentage that much until that's my prediction. It's all going to come down to that last 4-game series. Unfortunately, it's at Philly, which is not great. Citizens Bank does rock when when they're really into it, and if they're in a division race at that point, that place is going to be bumping, absolutely bumping. It's going to be a tough game, but I still think they come out on top.
Just September alone, you got the Tigers, you got Phillies, you got the Rangers, who could give you a problem. You got the Padres, who could give you a problem.
Maybe.
And then
Padres more so than the Rangers, I think.
Then you see the Cubs late September, who are going to be a problem. So, Mets got a tough schedule. Let me check out August real quick.
It's tough.
All right, August, you guys got, after this, you have, you got Cleveland. Then you're at Milwaukee. Then you got the Braves coming to town. Then you got the Mariners coming to town. You're at the Braves later. You got the Phillies. Man, you guys got a tough one.
Soto goes crazy. Absolutely.
I mean, you're going to need them. You're going to need them too.
We are absolutely. But I think even if he's not getting there's enough firepower in this team to make up for it. I think that's what has made this team so resilient and gotten deeper and deeper in the postseason the past couple of years, and went as deep as they did last year, is when one guy falls down, another guy picks you up. That's the kind of postseason energy that you need.
Next man up is the way it should be.
The regular season and the postseason are completely different beasts. Completely. You can, I mean, we saw it last year too. I mean, you could have fantastic regular seasons and just fall apart in the postseason because it's a different beast.
Okay,
Absolutely.
So you got the Mets coming out of the NL East.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you got coming out of the NL for the World Series?
Ooh. I mean, you know my prediction on this. I mean, you already know. I mean, in my heart of hearts, I want a Subway Series, a 25-year reunion, man. Subway Series, World Series, 25th anniversary. We get back at it. Okay.
Do you truly feel the Mets are going to make it to the World Series?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
I believe so.
Understood.
Absolutely.
I'm going back now. I'm going to go to my AL.
Okay.
This is a hard one to call because obviously it's going to come down, I think, to two teams, Toronto and the Yankees. And I'm going to have to go with my gut. And I'm going to say the Yankees are going to turn this shit around. I'm going with the Yankees coming out of the AL East.
All right.
Hey, for the World Series,
it's going to be a tough road. I think you guys can do it, but you got to start winning without Judge a little bit. It's what you got to start doing.
They weren't winning with him. The team's been playing like shit.
Then how are they going to turn it around? How are they going to start winning? How are they going to start closing that gap up to Toronto?
They need to start fucking playing baseball. Get back to playing baseball.
They play baseball every day, MJ.
Why can't they go back to small ball? They play that shift on you. Why can't you drop a bunt down? Why can't you go opposite field? Why can't you steal base? Why are you flat out fucking looking like dog shit on the field?
I agree. I love it. I like a little small ball in there.
They got to. They got to. Yeah, he was killed earlier. That's right.
I didn't see any of this today in New York City. I've been living under a rock, I guess, man. Oh man.
Park Avenue and 151.
No. To make Judge have that David Wright back the way all you pussy him. Oh man. Poor David Wright, man.
Long live Long live the captain.
Long live
The captain.
Oh,
Hey, he well deserving to get his number retired. That was good to see.
small tangent that just popped into my. I know we're on this division thing, but do you think there's ever going to be another captain? In just like the captain? Like, what teams still have a captain? Is this still going to be a thing that goes on? Is this going to be a continuing tradition?
Do you know who the captain is of the Yankees?
I don't. Is it Judge?
Aaron Judge.
All right, it's Judge.
Yep.
Okay.
He came after Jeter, and then Jeter passed it to Judge.
Got you.
I want to say
How many other teams have a captain position?
I want to say the Mets captain is Frankie Lindor.
Not officially. I don't think officially. He doesn't wear the C.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think so. This is my ship now. I am the captain now. Let's see. I didn't think that was. I've been living under a rock, man. July 19th, 2025. I've been living under a rock. All right. I guess that answered that question.
You're welcome.
It's my first time podcasting. Okay, I don't ask good questions.
Listen, don't apologize. It's
Yeah,
a pleasure
nothing.
having you on here, man. It's great to have you.
Oh man,
You're family,
oh,
man.
dude, that's awesome.
It's always good to have you on here, man. I appreciate
I
you.
appreciate it. Well, I love the fact that he's captain. He's the right guy for the job, man. He's the right guy. Well, so I
think so.
do. It's not Soto. It's
Nope.
not Soto. It's Lindor, man. He's been the beating heart of this team for years now.
I mean,
it's a huge contract. I mean,
it could have been your born and raised Pete Alonso.
it could have been. He just. Yes, it could have been Alonso. It could have been Nimmo who came up through the system. But they just don't strike me as leadership guys. They're just not the kind of clubhouse leadership guy. Lindor is that guy through and through. The way he talks, the way he protects his guys in there, he is the captain through and through. He is the beating heart of the team.
If that's who y'all got to go through, that's who you got to go through. Then
Hey, it's his ship now. He's the captain. He's steering us right to the World Series, man. Set sail for the World Series.
Wow. You're banking it all on Frankie, huh?
Yeah. I think he is. He came through in clutch moments in the postseason last season and in the regular season, but the postseason just has so much more oomph to it. Yeah, man. Yeah. And I mean, it's the presence on the field as well. It's the clubhouse, but it's the presence on the field. Every single meeting that they have out there on the field, Frankie is in there. Lindor is in there. Every single one. I mean, watch. I mean, go back and watch. He's always in there. He is. He's the captain. I mean, he's just the captain.
Most times than none, the shortstop's always the captain in the infield. But overall team captain, I personally think that should be somebody that comes up through your system. Brandon Nimmo, who's solid. Big Pete.
This is my take on him. I think Nimmo is just too goofy of a guy to be the leader. He's just too goofy. He's too. If you watch any of these interviews with him, any of these talks with him, he's too goofy. I love him. He's a fantastic player. He's a superb outfielder and everything, but it's just Frankie through and through. I think he's the team captain. I think he's infield and overall. That's just it.
All right, cuz we're gonna wrap this up.
All right.
And listen, it was a pleasure having you. You're welcome back anytime. You will.
Thanks for having me on and everything. This is my first podcast experience here. I'm sure I screwed up here and again now and again, but man, It was a lot. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me
Listen,
on.
I'm not a professional on this either. I just love getting back into this. So, but I'll definitely have you back on. We'll always be in touch. We got the numbers, so
Absolutely. We'll stay in touch, man.
how can people find you? Where they can find you at?
Right here, baby. Right here. Find me right here. I don't have like a public Instagram or social media or anything really. So maybe I should set that up. Maybe the next time you see me on here, I'll have one. But in the meantime, you can find me right here.
I'm gonna, I reached out to your mom early, but I usually reach out to her almost every day. So, I'm sure I'll be seeing you this summer because even I just
Absolutely.
saw you again. All right, Maddie. Listen, you can find me Jerzey Boy MJ. I'm on Twitter, X, IG, Facebook, IOW Sports, which is my heart, IOW. They got me on, and I'm rolling forward with this. I appreciate all of them over there. But everybody, stay blessed. Go Yankees. And that was around the diamond with Jerzey Boy MJ and one of my blessed cousins, Matthew, named after Matthew.
Eminem, baby.
Eminem. All right, my peoples, have yourselves a good night. All salute.
Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets.